The rocket equation. It's a beautiful thing. No astronaut launches for space with their fingers crossed. That's not how we deal with risk.
Grissom then went and hung a lemon on the capsule.
God damn, if I can't talk to you 5 miles away, how am I going to contact you from the moon?
They were doing some tests, and the communication systems weren't working right because these guys were working day in and day out.
It's not how we deal with risk.
Hey, how are we going to get to the moon? We can't talk between 3 buildings. I can't hear that thing you're saying. Right. Again? And how are we going to get to the moon? We can't talk between 2 or 3 buildings.
It's not how we deal with risk.
Burst into flames with the astronauts sealed inside.
It's how we deal with risk.
The astronauts sealed inside.
It's how we deal with risk.
They were doing some tests, and the communication systems weren't working right because these guys were working day in and day out. It wasn't working right, and he got really frustrated.
But they didn't use explosion-proof switches in that ship. They murdered him.
What I learned from 21 years as an astronaut.
Judith Resnick, the Challenger mission specialist, again hasn't even bothered changing her name. She's a professor at Yale Law. And finally, Ronald McNair, another Challenger mission specialist, claims to be his identical twin brother, Carl McNair. What are the odds?
21 years as an astronaut is that the more you know, the less you fear. The less you fear. The reason I wanted to do this masterclass is to share the hidden depths of purpose that are behind space exploration. Hidden depths of purpose that are behind space exploration. Hidden depths of purpose that are behind space exploration. When the clock hits 0, start focusing in, thinking of nothing else but the moment that you're in.
If I give it down to the second like that.
0.1 down there, guys. So you're starting to feel just the effects of G. 0.1 on the meter.
Thinking of nothing else but the moment that you're in.
My arms are already starting to sag. Oh, bummer.
I can actually feel my seat. Down in my seat now.
Yeah, I feel it too. Yeah, but something else might start to sag too.
Thinking of nothing else but the moment that you're in.
Yeah, but something else might start to sag too.
Just the effects of G. 0.1 on the meter.
Make it shake again. It makes the footage look more authentic.
Study every system on a spaceship and then boil it down to what I call a one-pager. You've got to be able to solve your problems in one breath.
What happens if you get a leak on that?
Then you have a leak.
You just have a leak.
You've got to be able to solve your problems in one breath.
Then you have a leak.
You just have a leak.
And what you would do
you
is
lose air.
Yeah, you would probably seal the whole cupola off. Probably seal the.
You've got to be able to solve your problems in one breath.
Probably seal the. And then There's probably a plan, I don't know off the top of my head, but there's probably a plan for, probably seal the...
You've got to be able to solve your problems in one breath.
Don't know off the top of my head, but there's probably a plan, probably seal the placing the mechanism might require a spacewalk.
You've got to be able to solve your problems in one breath.
So my question is, how can you operate a lid on the outside of the space station by manipulating something mechanical on the inside of the space station without losing air pressure?
It's called real good engineering.
You have to push your lungs forward through the drag of the atmosphere. Crushed into your chair.
Everything looking good. Proceeding nominally.
Crushed into your chair.
Everything looking good. Proceeding nominally.
Crushed into your chair.
My arms are already starting to sag. My arms are already starting to sag.
Everything looking good. Proceeding nominally. Inaudible. And we have the escape tower for the Soyuz now jettisoned.
You're like a leaf in a hurricane.
Inaudible.
The reason is 1/2 rho v squared s. 16 times the speed of sound. As you accelerate harder and harder, that light blue Florida sky starts to get darker and darker. And then suddenly,
whoa, watch out for that curve.
Black. And the engine shut off, and you're weightless. And you're weightless.
That was great.
Turn the handle and open the hatch. You pull yourself out into the universe, and now suddenly, when you move your knees, you can feel the searing heat of the sun on one side and the incredibly cold emptiness of space on the other.
It's not just a linear thing. In other words, 14.7 psi to double that is not the same as 14.7 psi to 0. It obviously, the reason they notate this in exponents is because clearly of actually the energy that is required to evacuate this. And that energy becomes massive because look what that energy can do. That energy can crush steel like an aluminum pop can, right? So
again, it's funny that they need extremely thick and structurally solid walls for a submarine and a vacuum chamber. But for some reason, in the more powerful vacuum of outer space, you can survive in a flimsy spacesuit or the tin can known as the ISS. Sounds legit.
When you're no longer Earthlings, how do you navigate? You can use the stars. You can actually see how that place where you were raised fits into the overall complexity and reality of the solar system. Use the stars. You can actually see how that place where you were raised fits into the overall complexity and reality of the solar system. you can actually see how that place where you were raised fits into the overall complexity and reality of the solar system. You start to unavoidably wonder, are we alone in the universe or not? Our technology is just good enough now that some of you taking this MasterClass are going to fly in space.
For the past 4.5 decades, no one has visited the moon. December 13th, 1972 was the last time humans walked its surface. So why did we stop going to the moon?
Conspiracy theories abound. NASA, strangely enough, has canceled a moon mission, and it's frustrating scientists. I wonder if this has anything to do with the fact that Trump wants this to happen.
Our technology is just good enough now that some of you taking this MasterClass are going to fly in space.
For the past 4.5 decades, no one has visited the moon.
Now, a lot of people are saying that the reason that NASA is canceling this moon mission is because we can't get to the moon. We've never been to the moon, or there is no moon. It's a holographic moon. It's a hologram moon. NASA doesn't exist. The Earth is flat. There is no Earth. There is no us. We're just ideas in God's head or something. I don't know. But
some of you taking this MasterClass are going to fly in space.
For the past 4.5 decades, no one has visited the moon.
Reusable rocket ships give us access to explore like we've never had before. It will be a great moment of introspection for humanity.
One really interesting thing here was the two cameras. Basically, supposedly these were for the two rockets, but yet they're the exact same camera, which I think that was a big glitch on their end, because when you see them land, and again, this is a real big, look at this. They're coming down right on the same, these are both rockets, look at that. Coming down, and they're landing on the same launch pad. And okay, so again, you can kind of look up this footage, look up the footage that people have captured this before the fraud was able to happen. But what's happened here is they've been able to actually change history. What everyone had watched, and again, there were major problems with those cameras because they were not two separate cameras. It was one camera, and they knew they had messed up. So what did they do?
It will be a great moment of introspection for humanity.
Let's find out.
SpaceX has gone and edited out those great engineering feats. That's what they've done. Let's go there and find out what they've done. So we're going to SpaceX's channel. Okay, this is their channel, and we're going to videos. And you'll see here that they had the animation 3 days ago. Then 2 days ago, here's the Falcon Heavy test flight. 16 million views. Okay, let's see if they've got any live streams. Live streams, okay, there's the Falcon Heavy test flight, 16 million views. 34 minutes, 19 seconds. Let's go back to all videos. And there you've got the 3419. Okay, this is their video. It's the only one available. Quiet down. Only one available. You'll see now something different about this video than it was the other day. They have replaced this screen. This is a new screen that wasn't there the other day.
It will be a great moment of introspection for humanity.
Okay, you can, now I'm lucky here. I mean, Destin's got that video, so if it ever went to court, sure, we could prove that SpaceX had the other video, because he's talking about it being, oh, even though these look the same, they're not the same. They are the same, as I pointed out. They were just cropped and one frame off so that it was different looking. But somehow they've replaced this video. Now, here's the thing. If they really did forget and just not have a proper video ready, they accidentally placed 2 in there, oh well, it's a live stream. You re-upload a video and you say, here's the corrected video from the other day. And you leave them both up. That's the correct thing to do. You don't go in and do something impossible. You don't edit. This thing here, if you notice, says streamed live February 6, 2018. Okay, that's what it says. Doesn't say anywhere here edited, different, changed. This video has been changed on this date and time. It is an absolute lie.
Great moment of introspection for humanity.
Especially the landing. Look when you get to the landing. I made a point of showing that they had to be the same feed because they both landed on the white circle. And if you look here, we'll watch this little landing here. Here they come down and, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. You'll see that they're coming down and all of a sudden you see the one going towards the black circle with the white SpaceX in the middle. The other one going towards the white SpaceX with the black in the middle. See this? Black with a white in the middle, white with a black in the middle. Completely changed overnight. Again, I have no problem with you changing. If you made a mistake, you didn't get the right upload. Oh, well, okay, great. Then upload a new video. You don't go change history.
And it's true. You don't go and change history. They obviously were caught. You can verify this. Multiple people have caught it. There's big channels out there capturing the entire launch, to the nonsense with the car, to, you know, the rockets coming down. All that stuff is covered. We can kind of dissect this footage. Why is it that nobody else is allowed to go in and alter a live stream? Like Jaron had pointed out, they could have changed, you know, in the text and said, this has been updated. We made a mistake. We have to update this. But no, they haven't told anyone. They've actually just changed it. And it's very suspicious that those 2 landing pads were, you know, completely different.
Great moment of introspection for humanity if you're the person who finds that one little fossilized flower on Mars.
In the early 1900s, someone pulled off a hoax so clever and daring that it fooled scientists for more than 40 years.
Who finds that one little fossilized flower on Mars. I'm Chris Hadfield, and this is my MasterClass.
And remarking on actually just your question, that the sky is almost white with the light of the universe, with the uncountable number of stars.
The sky is deep black.
The sky is almost white with the light of the universe, with the uncountable number of stars.
The sky is deep black.
You can't see the constellations because the sky is just so alive with stars.
The most unexpected thing, I think, was the blackness of space.
And this is my MasterClass.
It's not a black
cool
void. I mean, it's black, but there's all kinds of little polka dots.
There's all the stars there, and the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
And when you're in space and you're looking into deep space and you're on the sun side of the orbit, the sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars, just like here on Earth.
There's all the stars there, and the cool thing is about it, you can see it during the day.
Yeah, you can, and there's more than stars. You can see planets. You can see moons.
You see the gas Magellan clouds of the Milky
you
Way
see
galaxy.
the Magellanic.
The sunlight washes out all the starlight, so you can't see any stars, just like here on Earth.
I'm Chris Hadfield, and this is my MasterClass.
That was great.